Thank you all for being so patient. I'll let Brett kind of explain what was happening. We had some technical difficulties. Brett knows a little bit more, but all we know is we're back, and this is a close game, 31-29, Little Chute behind Fox Valley Lutheran. And Brett, hey, okay, so you missed the first half, but hey, second half, hopefully we can bring that to you.
Well, the first half is basically just a 2-point difference from when the game started, Ricardo. I don't have any of the scoring updates, unfortunately, because, yes, we have experienced some beyond major technical issues. We apologize for that, folks. Not sure if it's the streaming device or what's going on. Keep getting some weird messages about like power surge and surge protection. We are plugged into all that stuff. So
let me tell you something though. Brett and Rosie were able to get us back online. It was like the end of War Games, where you guys are dealing with the computer that just won't. Computer system that won't cooperate. You guys were able to fix everything.
Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed, but. Again, we apologize for that.
The Whopper. Can we play a game?
And hopefully we can get through the second half, Ricardo, relatively smoothly. Does that make any sense?
You just jinxed us.
Fox Valley Lutheran with a 2-point lead in a game that is up for the Northeastern Conference Championship. Little Chute will start the second half with the ball.
Is our scoreboard working, Brett?
Scoreboard is up. The clock's going to be a little off. We're not going to mess with the clock because we think that's causing some issues as well. So I'll just do my best and just give you the time, on our Cellcom Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. But again, we apologize for the technical issues. We're set up as normally as we would be as Drew Joten fires one and knocks it down. Joten now with 11 points. He had a great first half. He had 8. And Little Chute back on top. Again, if the Mustangs win this game, they are the outright champs. Fox Valley Lutheran wins this game. They're even in the standings with 1 to play. 17:31 to play. And a nice reverse and the foul, Ricardo. That's Charlie Vandenberg with the quick bucket. And just like that, 5 quick points for the Mustangs and a chance for Vandenberg, who's got... Let's
7?
see. He's got. I think he's got 6 right now, and he's going for 7 after this free throw, and can't get that one to fall.
34-31 score for Little Chute as they're starting quick in the second half. FVL actually had a nice flurry at the end of the first, Brett.
Yeah, that's Sam Fergie. So again, folks, we apologize for the first half difficulties, but this is shaping up to be one whale of a second half with a 1-point edge right now by the Mustangs. 7th-ranked Mustangs in Division III. And we appreciate you sticking around, helping us out here, and maybe spread the word that we're back online, both on Facebook, our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Hunter Thiel, left hand, can't get it to fall.
This is an intense game, folks. The first half was back and forth, and again, FVL kind of have a little short burst there at the end for 4-0 run to take a 31-29 lead. As Little Chute's zone defense breaks down just a bit there with a bucket from Fergie. Little Chute or Freedom with the lead again, Brett.
Fergie now with 4, it says on the scoreboard. So yeah, I'm not going to have updated scoring, unfortunately, in my book. I'm too busy, along with Rosie, trying to make sure that this goes off without a hitch here in the second half. But I'm skeptical. I think that was Nick Kraftsink, the 6'7" senior. Looked like Hunter Thiel had a pretty good look at the basket underneath, but Kraftsink just knocked it away on the block.
That's a second block that I know of from Kraftsink. So he's having a nice game defensively. FVL. They're up by 1.
Clock at 15:45 and running. There's a 3-pointer, no good. Theo with the rebound. Good look by number 21, Jackson Pappendorf, just couldn't get it to fall. 21-1 are the Mustangs. Having a heck of a season.
Engel's shot goes out of bounds, and it will go over to Fox Valley Lutheran. Yeah, Brett, you mentioned 21-1, 15-1 in the Northeastern. Fox Valley Lutheran enters tonight's game 19-3 overall, 14-2 in the NEC. And as Brett mentioned, if FVL is able to pull out a win, Brett, they get a share of the Northeastern Conference title going into the final week of conference play.
Right. I believe FVL plays Luxembourg Casco. Little Chute plays Marinette. You got to like both. As there's Isaac Knoll with a triple for the Foxes. But you like both teams winning those games to end it. So this kind of feels like the de facto Northeastern Conference championship tonight. And based on the crowd size, the energy, the loudness here at Little Chute High School, I think everybody agrees with us. Little Chute looking for its first conference title since 2013. The Foxes, Ricardo, won it last year. They went 17-1. Remember Josiah Butler, the talented Fox, is the standout?
Yes.
I think he's at a basketball academy now down in Missouri. I looked that up. Is it Link Academy, I want to say? Maybe Josiah's watching tonight. Nice cut. Just couldn't get the fall. That was a good move by Charlie Vandenberg, the quarterback.
That's right. Little Chute had an outstanding season on the gridiron as that three-pointer, no good. Thiel with the rebound.
Yeah, Mustangs won the conference title in football, also the conference title in boys cross country, so it's been a very successful school year so far for Little Chute Mustangs athletics. Boys basketball trying to put one on the board as well. Moronic with the miss. So we look at our Cellcom, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Fox is up by 4. Just under 14 minutes to play. Unfortunately, our clock is all messed up, and I'll give you the best. I'll give you consistent clock updates. How's that sound?
Beautiful. Crabsink, strong move to the bucket. Brett, and Crabsink's going to have a shot at a conventional three-point play.
Not surprised that this is such a close game. Remember back on January 10th, Little Chute beat FVL 58-55. Mustangs, they actually led 26-13 at the half in that one, then held on to pick up the key NEC win. Three-point play completed. Crapsink with 8 points, but Drew Jordan had 16 points, and it looks like a timeout coming for the Mustangs. Give me a chance to kind of finish that first meeting, guys. Drew Jordan led Little Chute with 16 points, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, also had 3 assists. 3 steals. Vandenberg, he had 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting. He was also credited with 5 rebounds and 3 steals. Cal Moronic chipped in with 11 points and 5 rebounds. Foxes were led by Nick Kraftsink, 18 points, 7 rebounds. Adam Lohberger, he had a double-double, 12 points, 12 boards. Jackson Pappendorf added 11 points. Little Chute, though, on that one, guys, 15 of 19 at the line overall. And the defensively, the Mustangs with 12 steals, coming up with 12 steals, forcing 16 turnovers. But that was a 3-point win for Little Chute, 58-55 on January 10th, and our machine just went out.
Are you? Oh, my God.
Oh, it's back. We're back, guys. Sorry, folks. We're kind of getting some real glitchiness with our live stream computer tonight, so hopefully it's going to hang on. If it does go out, but it's kind of not, we'll make sure we say good words, Ricardo.
Yes, I caught myself. But, Brett, hey, FVL, Little Chute started on a 5-0 run to start the second half to go up 34-31. Since then, Fox is on a 10-0 run. They lead 41-34.
See how the Mustangs respond after that timeout. FVL with a 10-game winning streak. Little Chute, I believe, up to 7. FVL hasn't lost since falling to Little Chute back on January 10th.
A lot of these teams, really good fundamentals, Brett. As Thiel, nothing but net for him.
Thiel now with 6.
Outstanding wide receiver. He was on my all-area team.
13 minutes to play in this one, second half. Almost knocked away by Jotun going against Fergie. That's a good battle.
I'm really impressed with Jotun. He's really popped tonight. Really super quick. Plays with a lot of intensity. Fine player for Little Chute. Also outstanding running back as Krabsing. And that's a 3-point basket attempt.
That's good offense. Really patient against that zone, Ricardo. Getting into the high post. A lot of good things happen. Jotun going to let it fly from deep and good.
Hey, just like that, that leads down to 2 points, Brett.
Well, you give him space, he's going to knock that down. See if the final little mid-range shot, no good. There's Fergie with the rebound. Wow. All in one motion.
Nice. See, Brett, and you know what he did there. You know what I like to see.
Kept the ball high.
Kept the ball high. Don't bring it down and let the little guards knock it out of your hands. Keep it high. Get it off the backboard or get it by the rim.
30 second. Oh, go ahead.
Off those rebounds. No, you go ahead.
Yep, 30-second timeout for the Foxes. It gives me a chance to, guys, that, hey, big reveal show coming up on the boys' side. The brackets on Sunday, 1 hour live stream. That show's going to begin at 3 p.m. You can watch it on, WIAA.tv through the NFHS network. No subscription is needed to watch. You can find the live stream link on the WIA website. Playoff brackets, guys, in all 5 divisions will be posted on the WIA website following the live announcements.
Well, it's not really after. If they're anything like the girls.
Took a while, didn't it?
It did,
yeah.
and I was really annoyed by that.
Brackets, of course, will be determined by electronic seeding. Regional play begins February 28th. No real big surprises on the girls' side in the reveal. We'll talk about maybe, with 12 minutes to go, clock running. Again, I'll give you the updated clock because our clock camera is giving us a whole lot of fits. Good little cut to the basket. Nice find from Thiel to Carter Engel. But particularly on the D3 side, because FVL goes to D2, Ricardo, but D3, that's a nasty sectional. You got Brilliant, the top-ranked team. Xavier, I think, was ranked 5th. And if Little Chute 7th, they're all going to run into each other, presumably. We've seen Xavier. Haven't seen Brilliant, but Brilliant's been holding that top spot all season long. 5-second call. What do you think?
No, I have not seen Brilliant this year. That's the team that reached the final last year. Brett, I think it's, to me, Xavier, they've been the most impressive team I've seen. Of course, like I said, haven't seen Brilliant. Brilliant has a lot of top players, Brett. It's not just Lorenz, it's Holly. They have the Geiger kid. They have height, and Lorenz is simply one of the very best in the state.
Going to Wofford, yep. Going to play with Jackson Pavletsky, the Kimberly standout, lighting it up for the Terriers right now in his first true freshman season with Wofford. But that's going to be an interesting sectional because I think Little Chute's going to be able to hold its own, and there's going to be some battles there. That 2-3 zone gives teams fits, right? Especially if you're not, that's something you're not used to seeing.
It's a bit of an equalizer.
It is. It's like Syracuse, right? Syracuse is known for that 2-3 zone under Jim Boeheim. Tough to prepare for because not many teams just exclusively play that. Certainly out of conference, but you think of like a team like Xavier, Ricardo, how they can get up and down. They can create so many problems with their defense, force turnovers, and get out on the run, kind of like what we're seeing right there. And that's a really nice job by Liam Hygis with the bucket.
Yeah, he raced out there, Brett. I'm very impressed by the foot speed of these athletes, Brett. A little surprising to me, and I mean that in the best terms possible. But, boy, these guys are quick.
Yeah, but to finish that thought, there's what you see. That's something like a Xavier can do, right? And rather than kind of bring the ball up the floor and let that defense set up, get out on the run, maybe pop an outlet pass and try to get to the rim as fast as you can before that defense sets up. The other thing that Xavier does very well, they can knock down triples, as we saw against West Appear. They had 14 that night.
Little Chute back-to-back turnover spread on their possessions here. 45-41 lead for Fox Bay Lutheran. 10:39 left here in the second half.
Again, apologies for missing a good chunk of that first half with the technical issues. We'll let our tech guy, our guru, Jim Rosandick, see what's up with that after tonight. But thanks for sticking with us here in the second half. Going to have to tell beautiful basketball. And the finish, I believe that's, is that Elijah Last? No, that's number 34, Eli Retzlaff.
Yep. Retzlaff, a heck of a defender for the football team. You can just tell, Brett, he looks like a big old guy.
Clock running, 10:10 to play here in the second half. A 6-point lead for the Foxes as we look at our Cellcom Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard. Barn burner here at Little Chute High School. Again, clock is all kind of messed up again, so I'll just give you the running clock time here with 9:50 and counting, as Moronic's going to be short on that. And the Foxes, again, thinking about running, but they'll take their time and set this up. Again, good offense against that 2-3 zone. Excellent ball movement, and from the top, that's Adam Lohberger draining it. And Ricardo, I believe this is the largest lead of the night for the Foxes.
It is,
9.
and he's had 10. They've had a 10-point lead.
I'm sorry.
No, I think it is actually. I'm sorry, Brett. My math. It's my UW-Milwaukee math coming to haunt me. But Lohberger has had a big couple three-pointers in the first half too, Brett.
FVL, Ricardo, doing what you got to do right against that zone. Really not just being stagnant. They're moving the ball. Nice feed. Morandick.
Oh, you got to finish.
Or I should say field to Vandenberg. Just couldn't get it to fall. But FVL doing a good job, just not holding that ball. They're moving it, getting into that high post area, and it's not sitting in one spot very long.
You got to be crisp. You got to be decisive against that zone defense that Little Chute plays so well, Brett.
And FVL's knocked
down
some
Look
shots
at that.
too.
See?
Yeah, trying to work that short corner again. Triple.
In and out. How did that go in, Brett?
Adam Lohberger had a good look, the conference's leading scorer, but it just couldn't fall.
Possession stays with FVL. I'm always a big fan of watching zone defenses when they're played well. Obviously, right down the road, Brett, Oshkosh North, they were known for that 1-3-1 defense that really befuddled a lot of teams. And now
we're going to give it to Little Chute, much to the chagrin of the Foxes fans in front of us.
And Coach Wendland over there on the FVL side, I was like, what are you doing? What is the deal? I don't know if the official even gave him a good answer.
9-point lead for the Foxes. 8.5 minutes to play. Again, apologies for the clock issue that we've had, but that's the least of our concerns tonight. Blocked. Veronica was going up for it, but that was number 23, Liam Hydras, with the block. Again, working that short corner and couldn't get it to fall. Skying for the rebound is Theo, but a good look by Adam Lohberger, the 6'3 junior. Looking at the Mustangs. Go ahead, Ricardo.
Oh, just getting 6 rebounds for Theo.
Yeah, I was going to say Little Chute's led by head coach Jake Van Roy in his 3rd season. 71-44 career mark. Was an assistant at Wrightstown prior to his role here with the Mustangs. And as I mentioned, Jay Wendland now in his 3rd season with FVL is still working hard, and he's fouled. But Jay Wendland, he's 52-18, looking to lead their Foxes to their 2nd straight 21 season and maybe the 2nd straight conference championship. But he was at St. Croix Lutheran in Minnesota. So both of these coaches, as I said in the first half, they've done great work with these respective programs.
Without a doubt, Brett. 7:45 left in the second half. 9-point lead for FVL, but Hunter Thiel at the line. Hunter Thiel, 6'4" senior, imposing figure on the football field, Brett. Heck of a receiver. We saw him have a outstanding season.
Yeah, also from the defensive end spot, I believe he was first team on both sides of the football.
I think he was as well.
Yeah, the Mustangs football went to the state quarterfinals. Again, conference champs. And again, a Little Chute victory. The outright conference championship is theirs. And it's always nice to share, but I don't think the Mustangs are in a sharing mood when it comes to a conference title. A Foxes win pulls both squads even with 1 game to play, and more than likely going to be a share of the conference title. You know, FVL, Ricardo, goes into the D2 bracket.
Yes, they do.
And kind of looking at their sectional, they got La Crosse Central there at number 9 ranking, Onalaska number 4 on the other side. But on their side, you know, they got Anago, Ashland, Lakeland, Merrill, Mosinee, a very good New London team. Rhinelander, Shawano, Waupaca, and Wausau East. You got to think they're going to make some noise in the playoffs. Both of these teams should make some noise in the playoffs. Kind of thinking, because Brilliant's on the other side of that section with Little Chute, it wouldn't be surprising maybe to see a Little Chute Xavier sectional semifinal based on the seeding. Good basketball there, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Mustangs. Yeah.
Good defensive play.
7:04 remaining in this game.
Brett, here we go. A little discussion by the Stripes.
Well, they're going to think foul before maybe the tie-up. It'll be interesting to see what the officials are discussing here. They're going to call a jump ball. But again, the possession arrow pointing to Little Chute, so Mustangs will keep it. down 7 with 7:04 to play. Again, apologies for the clock issue. I'll keep giving you the time.
Theo,
he's triple team.
Yeah, he was.
Really doing some good work there, and down to a 5-point game, down to a 2-possession game. 6:53 to go now, extending, Ricardo, that defense.
We need to see how FVL breaks it, but Lohberger with the 3 over, and that will go to Little Chute.
Lohberger will take that every time. The conference's leading scorer at 17 points per game coming in. That was a good look and a good job by the Foxes to break. I think it was a 2-1-2 look. And that has caused fits for opponents as well.
Fergie, Knoll, and Crafton come back in or check back in for FVL. Now, interesting about Knoll, apparently he had an ankle injury, and I got this from someone who knows him and said that the ankle was the blackest she's ever seen.
Oh.
So good to see him back out there, Brett.
Absolutely.
Playing well. He has 8 points.
6:29 remaining in this game. Drew Jolton looking to inbound to Hunter Thiel.
You can see Knoll, by the way. You can see the little ankle brace on his left ankle.
FVL doing a good job of coming out, especially to those shooters. Little Chute's got some guys that can knock down some threes.
Oh,
knocked
pulled away.
And a foul.
Yeah, Knoll ripped that away, Brett, causing the turnover. That's Little Chute's 5th on the half.
Actually, I'll update the scoreboard here as well. 2 fouls for the Mustangs. I've got 3.
Look at that.
For the Foxes.
Hey, that's Fergie, and that was from an assist from Knoll. Nice little duo action there. Lead back up to 7. Here's Thiel from the top. No good, and pulled down by Lohberger, that rebound.
5:40 to play. Clock continuing to run. I can hear the Foxes fans telling their team to slow down. And knocked away. I think Moronic got a hand on that. Well, that was kind of a loose ball when that whistle.
Yeah, who are they going to call a possession with? Because Kraftsink went down. Are they having him checked out?
I'm not sure what the discussion is, but Nick Kraftsink, the 6'7" senior, doesn't seem to like how the conversation is going. Maybe they're saying, I wonder if the official thought maybe he hit his head on the floor.
Yes.
They want to give him a check. I think that's the case. He didn't want to come out of the game, but I'm just speculating, but that seems to be the discussion.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. You always got to be safe, Brett. Retzlaff checking in for Fox Valley Lutheran.
He's telling the trainer, hurry up, I want to get back in the game. Now, who's the ball going to go to? That whistle was blown when the ball was
There
loose.
was no possession. Boy, the officials are having an inconsistent game, wouldn't you say, Brett?
Well, it's a tough, intense game. I'm not going to knock these guys.
I will.
They're doing the best they can, and.
But you agree there was no possession by anybody.
That was kind of strange, and they're going to get a foul there. But yes, when the whistle blew on the previous possession, the ball was loose, But I think you got to be safe with concussions nowadays, assuming that's what they're discussing over there. But
yes,
I know
true,
that
but it should have been a jump ball, though.
Which with the possession arrow, then alternate possession is points to FVL.
Yes.
5:15 remaining here in this game, hotly contested game. Jolton gonna let it fly. Ricardo, he needs to shoot more.
He does.
I think he needs to be the one for Little Chute to take over at this point, because
absolutely.
I've watched a bunch of these games. That's kind of what I do, is just kind of scroll around watching streams and stuff. And I've caught the Mustangs a few times just to kind of see how they're looking.
He's got a good stroke.
He got a good stroke and picks his spots, and he knocks them down. And I think he's the guy right now, Drew Jolton, that can try to lead this team back. He's got 17 on the night. And a huge triple there with 5:01 to play. Clock again running. We apologize for the clock situation. Down to 4:55 and running, and Kraftsink back into the game, Ricardo, so good to see for FVL. He's working that high post against that zone. There's a good matchup between him and Theo, but again, kicks it out, and that rolls in. That's exactly what you want to do against that zone, Ricardo. There you got the 6'7" Kraftsink at the high post. They have to kind of collapse on him. He just kicks it out to the shooter and knocks it down.
Noel saying that. Ankle don't bother me, and that has got to be a charge.
Foul.
Boy, that's tough for Jotun, Brett. He's such a talented and physical player. But, yeah, that was a charge. And that's a turnover on Little Chute, their 5th of the game. Or 5th of the half, I'm sorry.
4:29, clock now running again. And now we have another injury. That's number 5, Adam Lohberger. Is he holding his arm? Looks like he's holding maybe his shoulder. And that's a big loss for FVL, up 7. Let's see Kelly Wallace, the athletic director, wiping the floor a little bit, making sure it's not slick over there on the left side. We look at our Cellcom Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear scoreboard, 55-48. Foxes with the lead, 4:26 remaining in the game. And again, thank you for sticking with us and being patient with us as, again, the first half. Technical difficulties. And look at that.
Yeah. Nice little floater from Fergie, Brett.
Yeah. And fouled as the shot goes through, so a chance to make this a 10.